All right, good morning, everybody. It is Sunday, May 9th. Happy Mother's Day to all of those who are moms or mothers, and those who have moms or mothers, which I assume is everybody, whether they are living or dead. So, first and foremost, I want to thank everybody for the great response I've been getting from Friday's episode about my upcoming book, Smith's Heart of Man Repair Manual. It's going to be available everywhere June 1st. I'll have some copies, so if you know me, want to track me down. People have been asking for autographed copies, which is funny. I appreciate that. It's very humbling. There's an extra $100 charge for that, but people want to pay that. So who am I to not satisfy my fans? But nonetheless, it is Sunday. I always try to bring something a little spiritual, and then I've been thinking about this last week, and I've been wanting to share it, but I just felt kind of like I should save it. Let me just share this verse. It's 1 Samuel 16:7. It says, "But the Lord said to Samuel, do not consider his appearance or his height, for I have rejected him. The Lord does not look at the things people look at. People look on the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart." The important thing to take away is the Lord does not look at things people look at. People look at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. You look at humans. We look at things that the Almighty doesn't. We take into consideration things that are far more topical, far more surface level, superficial than he does. The Almighty has the ability and takes the time to probe deeper and looks into our heart. And I know for myself, that's something that I kind of rely on. I know oftentimes, although my intentions are well-meaning, often get skewed, and people get butthurt about stuff a lot. But nonetheless, my larger point, and this is my encouragement to people, is that in moments when we are faced with relationships, or we're faced with conversation, we're faced with people, and even in vice versa, like people looking at us, people considering us, the thing to remember, and this is hard, this is really hard with a lot of people right now, at least for me, is that the Almighty looks at our heart. He looks at if it's positioned towards him or not. If that desire is there to have it be positioned towards him, to have it be in line to him. And a lot of people don't consider that, especially like church people, right? It's all, a lot of it, not all of it, a lot of it's platitude, a lot of it's outward appearance. It's, like that movie Dodgeball, when the guy, he's like, it's a 24 karat lollipop, or it's a poopy flavored lollipop wrapped in a 24 karat gold wrapper. And a lot of times that's what things are with people, and I've just come to know and accept that, and expect it, I'd even say. But God knows these things. He's able to differentiate a person's heart and their motives and their intentions, be it good or bad. And there's a lot of comfort in that. There's also a lot of personal accountability, because we really have to take upon ourselves to decipher and judge whether or not our motives and our intentions and if our heart's positioned towards the Almighty. And it doesn't mean like winds of adversity or winds of temptation or winds of momentary desires, being wooed by lesser lovers, whatever that is. That doesn't mean that we won't be distracted, because that's just part of living in this earth suit. But it's the continual, purposeful intention of being aligned with God, that even though people may look and say, well, this guy is this or this or this. Like me, I like a nice cigar. I like an occasional whiskey with my cigar. This or this or this. A lot of people, have said I'm not a good Christian or not a good believer. And not, with all due respect to those people, I don't really try to please them. That's not my goal. I'm trying to be obedient to what the Almighty is telling me, where he's leading me. And in these days, in this hour, it's easy to get wrapped up in, oh, this person does this and looks this way and does this, but it has seldom or little to do with a person's true motives. And it reminds me of the parable Jesus told where there was this, Pharisee, this righteous dude. He's like, God, he's praying. He's like, God, I give this to the poor, and I do this, and I observe the Sabbath, and I observe the laws, and I'm awesome. And, and then there's this other guy who beats his chest and tears his robe and says, God, have mercy on me. I'm a sinner. And I've always, and even at this moment, find a deep, intrinsic, inexplicable almost connection to the second guy. That, yeah, I'm this, I'm that. I am whatever you say I am, to quote Eminem. But God looks at the heart, not the outward appearance. So my encouragement to people today, if your heart isn't in line and position with the Almighty, then I encourage you to endeavor and to go and to struggle to have your heart aligned with Him. And if your heart is, to the best of your ability, aligned with Him, I encourage you to keep it that way, to endeavor, to contend, to provoke, and do the difficult things in you that you have to in order to have that way. And while you do that, get in the arena.